Welcome to Paranormal Junkie. Today, I'm going to start a very long series of the world's most haunted objects. There are tons of cases of haunted objects, from paintings to creepy dolls and just about anything one can imagine. I'm going to start this series off with one of my favorites, The Curse of the Crying Boy. In 1985, something very strange started happening. Someone, probably a fireman, discovered a link to some very mysterious fires. These mysterious fires had one thing in common. They all had a copy of a crying boy painting. The odd and very scary thing is, all the copies of the crying boy paintings remained unharmed by the fires, while everything else within these homes were burnt to ashes. From 1985 and onward, there have been 60 or so known cases where houses have been burned to the ground that possess a copy of a crying boy painting. And in all these cases, the copy of the crying boy painting remained unharmed by the fires. Paranormal researchers call it the Curse of the Crying Boy. This very strange phenomena did make worldwide headlines in 1985, warning everybody not to buy these paintings. Despite all the warnings of owning one of these paintings, people still buy them, and this phenomena still occurs, but in a lot lesser numbers than it once did. These crying boy paintings were painted by a very talented Spanish artist. The child in the paintings was an orphan that lived nearby. Shortly after the artist painted these paintings, the orphan was tragically killed in a car accident, and not too long after the young boy's death, the painter's studio was burnt to the ground, making it the very first case of the Curse of the Crying Boy. It is said that the spirit of the dead orphan curses anyone who owns one of these paintings. It doesn't matter if it's real or just a copy. So make sure to never buy one of these crying boy paintings.
Punt, Tracy, got a little something for you. One I looked into myself back in the 80s. We called it The Curse of the Crying Boy. I want you to reopen the case.
There was only one thing left to do. Quiz some boffins about the baffling curse top pick. Or rather, ask some scientists to test the painting in a fire.
In order to enhance the scientific credibility of this test, we're actually filming this. It's quite a big flame. The flame is now about 2 feet high. It is slowly inching towards the figure. Just the lapel of his jacket has disappeared now. There's a hole in the bottom right hand corner of the painting, but the flames don't appear to be spreading across. Well, you'd have to say that has not caught fire. No, it's definitely dying down now. In fact, it's now time to put the sausages on.
The painting had a hole in it from where the fire had touched it, but the flames hadn't spread.
But you'd have to say that fire's pretty much going out.
Martin, though, was a man of science and not given to superstition. For him, the unvarnished truth might be in the varnish.
A bit surprised. I think it's probably been coated in something which is resisting the flames, whether it's actually some sort of fire retardant coating they put on the picture, or whether it's just some other coating which happens to have fire retardant properties.
As I closed the casebook, one partially charred crying boy portrait sat forlornly outside on the porch. I'm not taking any chances. Would you?